All right, this is UCAN Media, and we are here live in Hanoi. Ghanaian Community President is here, so I'd like to ask him 2 or 3 questions. The program that we had today, I think the president is here. So my name is Joe Philip.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Joe. Yeah, viewers, thank you very much for having me. As you know, we've had a program and everything is going on. So you can hear from the background. People feel so tired but excited, so they don't want to leave the joy and go home. We're still having fun over there. Yes. So you can come in with your questions. Any question?
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. As being the president for Ghanaian community in Vietnam, do you have any plans for Ghanaians as members uh, in Vietnam? Let me put it that way. If you really understand my question.
Yeah, I really understand it. Thank you very much. Yes, we have a lot of plans for our people, especially Ghanaians here. Vietnam is not an open economy like the European ones, but it's gradually opening to the diaspora and allowing all sort of people to come in, including Ghanaians. So we have had our community, and this is our first get together live meeting, and it's been so massive. In the near future, we plan to be meeting very often in similar way, and also engage in some kind of educative programs. This is a foreign land, and we have rules and regulations, norms, yeah, to do with living in this country. So, coming days, we plan having symposia and a forum and the programs as to how to attain documents to live here in peace. And most teachers here are ESL teachers. They have their basic lines and requirements. So what we plan doing is to take our people through the nook and cranny and the strategies of attending good job, good English schools to teach, and how to do their job and do it perfectly as native speakers. Yeah, so we have a lot of plans for our people as long as we are concerned, and then we plan to put them across in stages as time goes on.
All right, very good. Thank you very much. I'd like to ask you this question too. We are Ghanaians here in Vietnam, and sometimes we hear of motor accidents, car accidents, and other kind of things. And also, there was a time somebody asked me online. I watched a video on YouTube, and they said that I will never go to a country where they don't have embassy in my country, so that in case of something happen, or maybe it will be very difficult for me to, let's say, get help from the government. As a president of Ghanaian community, do you have any plan for this kind of things, so that, let's say, there is an accident, or let's say where maybe one member is in trouble or something of that sort? As a president, what are some of the layout procedure, or the, let's say, the extra for helping those kind of people?
Thank you. I think you've spoken about two things. The first one is about motorbikes and its accident. Vietnam is a country who has its main transport to be motorbikes. Yeah, so myself, I ride motorbike, and a lot of our people use motorbikes in this country. So do the populace also. So what we have to do is to always advise our people to go by the rules and the norms. Yes, if you go by the rules, accidents will be reduced, not in totality, but at least to the barest minimum. So we always advise that our people should obey the traffic rules, the road traffic regulations in Vietnam, and I think everything will be okay. Yes, accidents will be reduced, and as okay, also put on their helmets and also make sure they reduce the level of speeds on the roads, because how the people here ride is quite different from how we do in our country. So that is an advice just to reduce our accident rate. And on the other hand, you talked about consulates, that's the embassy. Ghana doesn't have an embassy in Vietnam, and it's kind of difficult. Yes, processing most of our documents. Yes, and we are liaising with the embassy nearest to Vietnam, which oversees about 10 countries, and it's in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Yes, so what we are doing is We are in touch with them as to helping us in terms of these needs. However, we've also spoken with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We've written some letters to them, and we are hoping that in the near future, not too long, we will have at least a consulate or a rep here officially from the government of Ghana, so that our needs will be met with ease, not like the way we are suffering now. So we are like in the process of doing all these things gradually. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. President. And last question. Ghanaians, let's say members in Vietnam are growing. Like day in and day out, we have Ghanaians coming to Vietnam. Do you think it's advisable as a teacher to come to Vietnam for greener pastures?
Well, it's yes and it's no. It's yes because Vietnam is a very cool country. It's very peaceful, unlike other countries I don't know of. And when you come here through the right procedure, you always feel at home. And whatever job you want, you get it. And living here, cost of living and standard of living is relatively within what an average person could afford. So then I'll say yes. If you wish to relocate to Vietnam, it's really good. However, it may be no when you don't have the needed requirements and then what it takes to live here and what it takes to bring you here. That is when you come here, you become so stranded and I feel like, oh, there is no need to come here. Otherwise, I would say yes, because personally, I was a full-time employed civil servant in my country with no problem. I decided to relocate here, and I've never regretted doing so. And a lot of my people here too have same thing to share with us. So, if you have the right procedure, if you follow the normal way, it's always yes to relocate and explore, and then have the feel of new environment and new things altogether.
All right, Mr. President, thank you very much. Do you have last words for the members of Ghanaian community in Vietnam? Do you have your last word or your final advice to them?
I don't have much to say. All that I have to say is I want to say thank you to everyone who joined in the partying tonight. We're still partying and people are staying there having fun. And I also want to add that living on a foreign land, it's not like living in your country, home country. So therefore, we should obey rules, regulations, and the norms of the land, and it will always be peaceful and then feel at home, like home away from home. Peace out. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. President. All right, here is UCAN Media, and I'm representing live here in Hanoi for our get together program this evening. And the Vice President himself is here, and he's gonna answer some few questions from Joe Philip, and maybe after that, you're gonna see what is next. Okay, thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. My name is Rich, Vice President, Ghanaian Community. Thank you.
All right. Why are we here this evening? Why are we here?
I must say, it became necessary for us to meet because our group was somehow virtual, and then we've not met a lot of people. So today, you can see around, there are a lot of Ghanaians in Vietnam, and then in the group too. I know somebody doesn't know me. So now we gave an opportunity for others to know us, and we know others too. So the main purpose of this program is, as the name goes, meet and greet. So like today, we have met a lot of people, and then we've known a lot of people. So the main purpose of this group, once again, is to meet others, and then others meet you, and then we introduce ourselves so that we know ourselves better. This time, physically, not virtual, on phone or Zalo or something. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much too. I'd like to ask you one or two questions comparing Vietnam to way back, that is Ghana. Do you see some differences?
Way back, Ghana. Oh, there are a lot of differences. Vietnam, number one, Vietnam, they are very good people, friendly people. Some of us have been here for a while, like 4 years time, 4 years ago. And then when we came here, we didn't expect to meet quite a friendly an atmosphere. And then the job over here also was also friendly. Some of it is not really suffered when we came around. We had job those times, and now I know things are not that okay like it used to be, because a lot of guys have come in. But hopefully, I know Vietnam will be also very good. So comparatively, I think Vietnam is good. I think Vietnam is good.
All right, thank you very much. So, being the vice president of Ghanaian community here in Vietnam, what are some of the implementations? What are some of the implementations that you and the leaders are putting it down for the development of Ghanaians in Vietnam?
Oh, a lot of things. I can't mention all of them, but to mention but few, I would say number one, first of all, for our well-being, all Ghanaians here, our well-being is being championed by this group. I won't say me, but all of the members of Ghanaian group, the executives too, have been so good. And then a lot of problems in Vietnam concerning our brothers and sisters in other places has been, I wouldn't say been solved, but I would say most of them has been tackled, being visa issues, being, maturity issues where people take people's money, and we are able to track those perpetrators. And then now some of them has also, I say, giving back their monies, and we have directed people for jobs here and there. So basically, I think the group is doing very well. The group is doing very well. Thank you very much.
All right, my last question for you. Recently it has been very difficult way back home that maybe if you have a degree, or let's say you have the bachelor degree, you have other qualification, but still it's very difficult to find jobs. So, do you think that when you hear of a Ghanaian teacher coming to Vietnam, you think it's an advisable for the teacher to come to Vietnam, or you want a person to put a stop to that coming to Vietnam?
Oh, very good question. I think if you want to come to Vietnam, please do your homework. Oh, do your homework very well. Now it's not the same. Here it's not like Rosary as we used to be, where probably I came here, it was not that difficult. But now, trust me, it's very difficult. Why? Because now even the native speakers are going for what we used to go for. Now the whites are going for it. So if you want to come to Vietnam, please, I won't say no, but please do your homework very well. It's not that easy. Now, I won't say don't come, but please do your homework and make sure that when you come, you have a company who is going to do your visa, who is going to promise you job, because now job getting is not that easy. So you have to make sure that you have a company who is promise you that is going to give you job and all those stuff. So please, I'm begging my fellow Ghanaians, if you want to come here, please do your homework very well. Make sure that you have proper documentations. Make sure that you have job, promise jobs that are secured, that you are very sure somebody have gone through the back door to check that this work that you have been promised is true or not, so that you don't come here. A lot of guys have come here, and trust me, they have had issues. The jobs are not there, they are not working. Some people have been here for months and they have not seen anything. So please, if you want to come to Vietnam, do your homework very well. I wouldn't say don't come, but please do your homework very well. Thank you very much.
All right, nice one there from Vice President of Ghanaian Community here in Vietnam. Thank you. Nice talking to UCAN Media.
Okay, nice talking to you too. Ghanaian community, very strong in Vietnam, and trust me, we are doing so good. We have about almost 400 members, and we are still growing. So please, this group, we are here to stay. Trust me, UCAN Media, the best.
All right, thank you very much.